Hey, this is Greg. We have the Stryker, Adventure Force Stryker. I have all the parts made currently. We plan to make 2 more items. That's extended mag release and the stock. We only have the spring stock design. We're going to make the standard design without the spring adjuster on it. So look forward to them in the next couple weeks. But right now we have the flared Magwell. The spring adjuster is the same design as the Nexus Pro, so you can use it both on the Stryker and the Nexus Pro. The foregrip is specifically for the Stryker, and we also have a foregrip specifically for the Nexus Pro. We have a large front end body kit, resembles the Doom BFG. It's a kind of a different take on it, but we've been wanting to do this for quite a while on a gun, and this was the one that seemed to work out fairly well with. So this video is going to be the installation of all the parts, and I'll show you the different color combinations that we offer, and you get an idea if you're interested in purchasing some of the parts. So the first thing, or the simplest thing, is the foregrip. If you like the standard foregrip, that's fine. For me, it's kind of odd. I have larger hands. So I prefer this design foregrip compared to the original. And the first thing you want to do is to exchange that is to use a Phillips head. This is a number 2 Phillips head, and I have these screws loose already, so yours will be a little harder to get out. So there's 4 screws, and just loosen them up until the 2 halves come apart, and you just set that aside. Now our design is a slip-on design. It has a Picatinny mount. This is a Picatinny style. It's not the exact replica, but I'm not sure what their dimensions they're using, but there's a small Phillips head screw in the back, and you want to remove that. Just unscrew it until it comes out, and then you want to hold your thumb behind the charging handle here and line up the Picatinny grip, the slot in the Picatinny grip, with the. So it's a little tricky to get on, just because of the angle here makes it a little bit more difficult. But again, it's still only going to take you a few minutes to get this on. So keep your thumb here and pull it all the way back until you get it this far, and then discharge the gun. And once you charge the gun, you'll pull it and it'll go all the way back. You'll be able to see light through here. It goes straight through. If you can't see light, then the grip is not all the way back. Also, the screw will not go in like that. Then you have to pull it a little bit further. So you put the screw in and just snug it up. This feels better for me. It's up to you what you want to use. But this is also designed to go along with our body kit as well. So the next item is a flared Magwell, and there's 4 holes for 4 Phillips head screws. You'll get this in the package. So what you want to do is remove your magazine. This can only go on one way. It goes on like that. And there's a small ridge going all the way around the front and both sides that allows you to line the magwell up with the gun itself. So you can just like set it on there, turn the gun over and line it up, and then look down the magwell. This is a 3/32 drill bit, so it's large enough where it's going to fit down through the hole where the threads are, and you can just turn it with your hand a little bit to make a mark. And then we're going to use a 1/16 drill bit to actually drill the holes. So right now I'm just going to mark the screws. I'm going to hold it on there. Holding it back so it rests up against the shoulder here. Make sure it's lined up properly. And then put the drill bit in and just give it a few turns to make a mark. Okay, if you can see the tiny little marks here, there's 4 of them. So we're just going to drill them with a 1/16 drill bit. Like that. If you can see here, this corner of the body right near the magwell, the back side, is I have this filed down, and the reason why is because I like using the 10 round banana mags, and the 10 round banana mags have this extra boss on the back. And for some reason, the Nexus Pro and both the Stryker will not allow you to use it unless you file that corner down. The magazine won't go all the way in, so I filed it down on this. So if you're going to use the Hasbro 10 round banana mags, you need to make this modification in order to do that. Now this is a tiny screwdriver. It's a PH 30x40. You can use whatever one that you have that will get down inside there. You want to push the screws down inside. You'll be able to see how far they stick out. Okay, there you go. And then See how easy it fits in, basically because the angle, the flare here, allows you to get it in, get it out quickly. Okay, so we have the two modifications done now. The third one will be the stock. So again, this is a spring stock design. Has the liftable hatch, so you can get in there to adjust your spring. So I think we'll do that first. We'll put the spring adjuster on before we put the stock on. So the spring adjuster comes with 3 pieces basically. You get your thread, your cap, and your brass washer. So this is a number 1 Phillips. You can remove this retaining screw in the back of the Stryker, and then you just twist this cap off clockwise 90 degrees and it'll come out. So then what you want to do is you want to put your brass spacer in the back of the spring. Should fit in there fairly snugly. And then put the threaded part into the back of the brass spacer and twist it back on and put your retaining screw back in. And then you'll have full adjustment from completely the spring being back up against the cap to full compression. And this is the exact same design as the Nexus Pro, so I'll put a link in the description on the video that shows you how to install it, how to use it, everything about the spring adjuster. But now we can put the stock on. We have the spring adjuster on. Again, should be a brass thumb screw in the back. You can lift that up and get to your adjuster. So there's 2 set screws in the bottom and 2 holes in the bottom of the thumb part. And what you want to do is just slide that on. Make sure it butts up against here and it's also up against here. So these screw holes are a little bit bigger, so we're going to use a 1/8 inch drill bit to make the mark, but same procedure as we did with the flared Magwell. So looking down at the gun, make sure that the handle is in center line with the body of the gun, so you don't want it sticking out this way or that way. And once you got it, hold that position and just okay, so we got our 2 marks. See here. Now we're going to use the same 1/16 drill bit to drill these holes. Okay, then your stock will come with the supplied hardware. You'll get 2 Phillips head screws. Okay, you see it's a very sturdy fit. Okay, that pretty much is all you need for the tools now. You know, you need a drill and some Phillips head screwdrivers for both of these parts. This is just the Phillips head screwdriver. Now we have the choice of putting our front end on, and we have several different colors. These will be offered on the listing. We have starting over here on this side, we've got a gray red, gray black, red orange, red black, and black red combination. The body kit is quite large. It's a big piece, but it still only weighs a little over 1.5 pounds, because we have these completely hollowed out. Both these sections are hollow on the inside, so it's got 2 cavities there, and on the bottom you can see it's all hollowed out in here as well. But what it does is it just slides on the top Picatinny rail of the Stryker. Both sides you got 7 spare ammo. You have 14 total, 28 for both sides. And then we got our large safety tip, some simulated exhaust ports, and we got a very large Picatinny rail on the top, which allow you to put nearly just about anything you need. Scope, lasers, flashlights. You can put some offset Picatinny adapters on there, but it's just very simple to put on. So basically just line the two up, slide it on, and there you go. It's very simple. So now in the very back there's 2 set screws, so you need a 3/32 hex key, and once you got it in, just snug it down, and there you go. These are the standard magazines. That's what the red-orange combination looks like. And you see how you can get to your spring adjuster in the back. Now all of our flared Magwells are compatible with our double mag holders, our connectors. So if you have them, there's clearance all around here to get our 2 magazines in there. So this is something that we'll check for in future body kits. That's the reason why we kind of followed this track line, so we could get away with using the double mags. Okay, so that's one combination. Now we're going to take you through a few of the others, probably not all of them, but to get this back off, it's pretty simple. You just loosen the screw and slide it off. Now the stock's a little different. Oh, I did forget to tighten those up. So there's 2 set screws in the bottom. This particular design fit right on there very snugly, so it's not a requirement, but make sure you do that when you're installing this. Okay, we'll show you the red-gray combination. I'm not going to take the flared Magwell off. You understand that there's other versions, other colors. So that's the gray version, gray and red. We do have some scopes that we can put on here. It's the Picatinny reel is buried down inside a little bit, so depending on what you use, you may have to use a small extension. We're going to design a scope as well for this, just haven't had time to do it. And there's the black-red combination. Quite a unique design. I think it came out very well. Had good response from Facebook and Instagram on it, so. Alright, see you in the next one.